Why are you so mean?
Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory?
Hello guys and welcome back to some more The Outer Worlds. Oh yeah, we explored the ship last time and now we're gonna land, I think. So this is the colony, huh? I'm gonna guess they're gonna make a sequel that's not taking place in Halcyon but in another system. Okay, so where was I gonna land again? I was gonna land on a very annoying place, right? Last is asteroid. There was a place I wanted to land that they didn't want me to land. Yeah, go here.
We have
Spacer's Choice Travel Advisory. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets in the system as well as special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked, though some landing bays require special codes and keys.
successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
I don't know, do
Captain.
things.
How
Stuff.
can I be of assistance?
Well, can you tell me stuff about this place? No, you can't. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna leave and jump out into space. I can say, wait, he's a companion? Huh? No, I'm sure he's not a companion. What? No, he can't be a companion,
Hello?
right?
Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it. Blast, that's loud.
Yes, I can hear you. What do you want, dude? I landed at your place. You better give me stuff. You're the one who brought me into this goddamn mess. Oh, that's your broken ship, I see. Do you have anything here I can loot or take? I read about a gravity gun that I could use. Did you perhaps not have one of those? Well,
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
we are. I'd like to know something about those in flying with. So what's your story, dude?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Okay, I mean, that's interesting. That's a violently enthusiastic disposition.
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
All right, and why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically.
Your parents.
They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they proud when you became a vicar at least? Maybe?
They thought I was fighting the plan.
Oh.
Should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige. But that was not me.
Well, I mean, if that is true, whatever this says, if you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
You made an error now. I have broken elastic bands, so that doesn't work on me. Seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
I mean, that makes sense, I guess, but it still seems a bit extreme.
I've been called that more than once. What about you? What's your story?
Well, you know, I was a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Will saved me.
And how did he do that?
Well, you know, he stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thought me out.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists, I guess.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
Because they're people. My friends are on the Hope, but just because it's the right thing to do. I guess just because it's the right thing to do. I don't know about any family or friends, but, you know, it is the right thing to do, I guess.
A commendable attitude.
Well, tell me again about the book we picked up that's French.
Baconu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
So, okay. Fine, remind me, what are your thoughts on the Philosophists?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They
But-
believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Okay, so what you're saying is that the book you have contains stuff about the plan, but it's also part of another religion? Okay, that's interesting.
I've been thinking on
Whoops, I forgot to read
There's
that.
a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Baconu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Well, sure, you know, that sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him?
That's a good question.
What do you mean that's a
We
good
should
question?
Start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
And how will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Oh, okay, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Well, I think I actually asked this before, so it's fine. Sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain. Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged.
What? But I literally just spoke to you.
What's occupying your thoughts?
Well, you know, I would. No, it's good. It's good. I'll think over and get back to you. I guess maybe not. Wells, you owe me a goddamn explanation.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments.
No, you will
I'm
not.
securing
I'll get them.
myself.
So you don't want let me shoot you, huh?
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
So you won't let me shoot you, huh? That kind of sucks. What are these things? Kiss the pig? What?
The cysty pigs make excellent test subjects. Also surprisingly nutritious.
Oh, animals. Can I call you, I'm gonna call you Benny. So why are you experimenting on these poor animals? Ooh, this is mine now, right? Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange, powerful effects. Yeah, okay, cool. I took it.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray.
Yeah, I did.
Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
That could be fun, turning into like Turning a very emerald into like a very small creature. I mean, that was not so bad. Oh, you have weapons too, do you? Can I give you a shrink ray? That's kind of funny. Okay, dude, I want you to use this pistol because I want you guys to use different things, okay? And I want you to use... What melee weapon do I want to use? It's just the same melee weapon that she uses. There you go. Oh, yeah, and armor and skills, I guess. I don't know. Do you have different skills or like armor sets that I can give you? That gives you 10 protection? That's actually not so bad. Could be worse. The helmets look quite ugly. I'm gonna have to say that's a big fact about this. Doesn't really look good. Yeah, let me just... I think I'm just gonna have to like change it so you can't see the helmets. How do I do that again? It's probably in the options somewhere, isn't it? Settings. This is quality. Gameplay. Show player helmet. Show companion helmets. No. No companion helmets, thank you. I will save, however. That's a good idea. I will give you a helmet,
As
but
always,
please
I
do
am
not
at your
use it.
disposal.
I want my companions to have
Anything you'd like
faces,
to
thank you.
discuss?
Whoops, I keep
Nothing
just
too out
talking
of
to
the
you.
ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar.
Okay, I apparently asked him about something, and now I can ask him about new stuff. Okay, there are some things I don't understand about your religion.
Yes.
Besides the grand architect and the plan, what else do you believe?
Scientism, as its name implies, believes that
Scientism?
nature abhors equality. The strong survive, and the weak perish for the betterment of the whole. And reason, not emotion, is the seat of all morality. Wisdom means accepting the vicissitudes of life with grace and dignity.
I mean, that sounds like a realistic worldview. Screw the weak. No. That sounds like a cruel belief system. I mean, it's true though. Like the weak won't survive without the strong, and you can't make the weak strong all the time. There has to be someone weak, and they always have to like suffer for it in the real world. So I guess it sounds like a cruel belief system, but oh well.
I prefer to think of it as looking at reality for what it truly is, not how we'd like it to be.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a realist myself, you know.
Yes?
Personal. Nah, it's good. Again, your stuff. Yes. Have a helmet. Which one was good again? This one. And you can get a perk point. I want you to have thread generated. I guess I wanted to have hacking. Hacking is always useful. No. I wanted you to save this. Thank you. Yes. Alright, weapons from the void. Science weapons, huh? Dang, science weapons. Try to put this in my inventory and then equip this instead. That'll do much though. This looks so much like a ray gun. I can unequip this shotgun. Then equip this again because I really want that.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know.
Yeah, good.
Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Listen here, dude. Maybe you should have, asked me before shoving me into it. Well, he was in a bad situation, I guess. So far, he hasn't done anything wrong, but if you go out of the line, I'll shoot you. But for what it's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out of the hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating
I'm not.
I only regret
But
that
yeah.
I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
I wanted to talk to you about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
I mean, there's some reason you're behind Bulletproof class.
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific.
Yeah, it's not me, huh?
Expected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Can I get in too? Got a moment to talk?
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we?
Why are you so mean?
Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Want me to shoot you or not? Show a little hospitality, Phineas. I don't care. You're the one who decided to resurrect me, then you damn well take responsibility for the people I, take along on my trips because of you.
Oh, very well. I can be a little cantankerous when I haven't had my caffeinoids. You have my apologies and so forth. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. I picked you out of the hope for your talents, after all. It's only natural that others would gravitate toward you.
Spare me the flattery, please.
That's odd. I'm at least 65% certain my tone was sufficiently sincere. Perhaps the glass is distorting my voice. Must look into that.
Something else I wanted to talk to you about, but not really.
What's on your mind?
Nothing. There's nothing on my mind. It's empty in there. I can calculate the movement of a heavenly body, but not the movements of men. What? Flash frozen organic material, very explosive cell death with a respectable 6%. Bad news, difficult to acquire, limited quantities of compound. Artificial stages induce specimen. Atrocious powder dye in the inside. Spacer's choice by more mouthwash. As bad one of my stock experimental statistics used by renewable source of nourishment have named this lucky pig Bubbles. Ah, okay. So the one I called Benny is named Bubbles. I'm just gonna call him B. The pig is named B. Okay, it's a great alternative. Okay, I named him Benny and then Bubbles. Both of them start with B, so it's gonna be B now. Giving an animal a name establishes a rapport that creates a positive emotional bond. Of course it does. That makes sense. Ooh, I can hag. I procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne as unreliable. I hope it didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone. Law willing, he isn't a total buffoon. Aha. This is starting to smell a lot like you did all this on purpose. My pocket watch now. Wait, there's something else I could pick up? Oh, this. Messages, hack. Sending calls underdetermined. I worked it out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon. From the new associate Edgewater, they have a stake in my purpose. I trust them only about 23.7%. They're recovering a ship. Should be along anytime. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this. Don't you trust me about 23.7%?
That's my communications terminal.
Dude!
I hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board, Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends. They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled. They're just using you for their own ends.
Of course they are. I don't expect
What's
any
on your
less.
mind?
Let's talk.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's talk. Yeah. Don't you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether.
You mean space?
Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
You're too smart for your own good. That's not what I meant. Do you have any kind of life outside your work?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work.
Are you any different than everyone else then?
For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
I do know. And why are you so obsessed with reviving them? Yeah, that's true.
Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience.
No, you have another reason.
The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you. People who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
So, what you want is an army. Yeah, but you revived me, so you must have solved the problem.
Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
I'm glad to hear that. Everyone on the Hope is depending on us.
We'll do our very best to save them all.
You have an alternative motive.
I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Yeah, he's very sketchy. Something's off about him. Something is definitely off about him. Why does he want the colonists? Oh, yeah, the only thing I think about is because he wants an army of scientists, or he wants to change theories, or he wants to make some technology to make a lot of money. Because how would he ever, like, make colonists, all the colonists listen to him? That doesn't make any sense. They wouldn't just listen to him out of the blue. Gonna take this back? No. I'm stuck there. Okay, that's sad. So there has to be an alternate reason why.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Do you only insult me? Well, who's Sam? Examine. Created for a prank. Sam wore this sign the week before Aiden noticed and pointed out the janitorial unit. We placed in the unit, however, remains a mystery. So you're Sam. Why? What are you and why are you here? There's no response from the automechanical unit. A serial number etched into the cases includes the letter Sam. Okay, ask Ada about Sam. That's a thing. Examine descriptions of these journals. Pages are utterly illegible for anyone except Vicar. Maximum something something. Oops, wrong button. Can I take stuff from you? Oh no, it's a pocket watch. All things exist for a reason. Purpose. Okay. Trading cards. Why did you have those?
Captain.
Index of banned literature. Ooh. What do you want?
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
See, I killed a lot of people, and nah, I'm just joking. Not about the killing people part in the game. I did kill a lot of people, like all the Marauders, but I also had a reason for it. So like, you know, it's not all jokes. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's the old saber. Doesn't kill you, gives you tetanus. Alright, well, that is also gonna be for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. If you want to see more from me, search for 8000, click the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next one. And as always, stay awesome.